All right, let's talk about the story. You know the one. The first one in the book, the creation of the world. You've probably heard it a million times, right? You think you know it cold.
But what if I told you there's a glitch right there in the first few lines? It's like a huge blinking error message that almost everyone just scrolls past. And trust me, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Okay, so let's do the speed run. You know this part, it's basically the tutorial level everyone skips through. Day 1, light, boom. Day 2, sky. Got it. Day 3, land, plants. Day 4, sun, moon, stars. Day 5, fish and birds. And day 6, land animals and us. Easy peasy, right?
Yeah, not so fast. This is where we hit the first major plot hole. Look at the timeline. Day 1, the text says there was evening and there was morning. Okay, but hold on a sec. The sun, the giant ball of fire that makes evening and morning, that doesn't show up until day 4. I mean, think about that for a second. That's like saying you streamed a show on Monday, but Netflix wasn't invented until Thursday. It just doesn't work. And look, this isn't some modern science guy trying to own the Bible. This is a question the text itself is practically screaming at us to ask. It's not a typo, it's a clue, it's a mystery.
And get this, we are so not the first people to notice this. This isn't some new hot take. We're talking almost 1,000 years ago. This brilliant thinker, Nachmanides, he calls it out. He basically says, hey guys, anyone with a brain can see there's a problem here. So again, this has nothing to do with science versus religion. This is an ancient puzzle baked right into the text.
All right, so if it's a clue, let's put on our detective hats. Maybe the words evening and morning don't mean what we think they mean. To crack this, we gotta go back to the original source code, the Hebrew. Okay, so the Hebrew word for evening is Erev. And yeah, it means evening. But the root of the word? So much cooler. It's all about chaos, mixture, obscurity. You know that feeling at dusk when the light gets all weird and things get blurry? You can't really tell where one thing ends and another begins. It's all just kind of mixed up. That's Erev. And then you've got the word for morning, which is Boker, and its root is the total opposite. It means order, clarity, to be able to tell things apart. It's that moment the sun breaks through and bam, everything is suddenly sharp, in focus. You can see things clearly for what they really are. That's Boker. So put it together. When the text says there was evening and there was morning, maybe it's not talking about a clock at all. Maybe it's describing a process, a movement, from Erev, from chaos and blurriness, to Boker, to order and clarity. Maybe each day of creation isn't about 24 hours. Maybe it's a phase of turning chaos into order. But wait, there's more. That's just the first clue. There's another huge piece to this puzzle. It turns out the Bible might be running on 2 different clocks at the same time. So check this out. You've got clock number 1, let's call it creation time. This is those first 6 days we've been talking about, these abstract phases of chaos to order. It's totally off the grid, separate from any calendar. Then you've got clock number 2, human time. This one starts ticking with Adam and Eve. It's measured in years. It's what our Jewish calendar is based on. The ancient rabbis saw these as 2 totally different systems. And in fact, they went even deeper. We're talking like 1,500 years ago, the ancient rabbis straight up said that the creation story isn't a history textbook. They called it a parable, a kind of deep, cosmic poem full of hidden meanings. They knew from the get-go that this wasn't just a simple, literal 6-day countdown. Okay, so a cosmic poem about chaos turning into order? That's cool, I guess. But what in the world does that have to do with you? With your life? With getting up for school, dealing with drama, scrolling through TikTok? This is where it gets real. Check out this line from a prayer said every single morning. It says that God renews the work of creation continuously, day by day. Whoa, hold on. That one line flips the whole script. Creation isn't some event that happened billions of years ago and then, poof, it was done. It suggests it's happening right now, all the time. And this idea is woven all through Jewish thought. There's another line that says God's mercies are new every morning. And the sages jumped on that. They said it means that every single morning when you wake up, you are literally a new creation. You get a fresh start, a total reboot. Every morning is your own personal day 1. So let's recap the clues. We have a glitch in the timeline, we have days that aren't really days, but cycles of chaos turning into order, and we have this wild idea that creation isn't finished. It's happening all the time. All of this points to one final huge question. What if that story, those 6 days, what if it's not just about the past?
What if creation isn't something that happened way back then? What if it happens every single morning?